Welcome everyone to our agricultural channel. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of true Morel mushrooms, scientifically known as Morchella. These prized fungi are renowned for their unique honeycomb appearance and rich, earthy flavor. Join us as we explore the journey of cultivating, harvesting, and processing these culinary treasures. True morels are a highly sought-after delicacy in gourmet cooking, valued for their distinct texture and taste. Unlike many mushrooms, morels cannot be cultivated easily and are often found in the wild. However, advancements in agricultural techniques have enabled dedicated farmers to grow morels successfully, making them more accessible to chefs and food enthusiasts. The cultivation of true morels begins with creating an ideal growing environment. Morels thrive in soil rich in organic matter and prefer cool, moist conditions. Farmers typically prepare a substrate mixture of compost, hardwood sawdust, and organic nutrients to simulate the natural habitat of morels. This substrate is then sterilized to eliminate any competing fungi and bacteria. The initial phase of morel cultivation can be challenging, requiring meticulous care and monitoring over several months for the mycelium to fully colonize the substrate. During this period, farmers must maintain optimal conditions and regularly check temperature, humidity, and contamination to encourage healthy growth. Once the substrate is ready, the process of inoculating the soil with morel spores begins. This involves mixing the spores with the substrate and ensuring they are evenly distributed. The inoculated substrate is then placed in growing beds or containers in a controlled environment. Maintaining the right temperature and humidity levels is crucial during this phase, as morels are sensitive to environmental changes. Once the mycelium has established itself, the next stage involves stimulating the formation of fruiting bodies, or the morels themselves. This is often the most difficult part of the cultivation process. Farmers mimic natural conditions that trigger morel fruiting, such as a drop in temperature and increased moisture. This stage requires patience and expertise, as even minor deviations can affect the yield. Harvesting morels is a labor-intensive task. Unlike some mushrooms that can be machine harvested, morels must be picked by hand to prevent damage. Farmers carefully collect the mature morels, ensuring they do not harm the surrounding mycelium, which can continue producing mushrooms in subsequent years. In China, the production of morel mushrooms has seen a notable increase. According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs, the morel mushroom harvest in 2023 reached approximately 2 million pounds, a significant growth compared to previous years. This increase is attributed to improved cultivation techniques and a growing interest in specialty mushrooms. After harvesting, morels are sorted based on size and quality. The highest grade morels, free from blemishes and uniform in size, are reserved for fresh sales. Lower grade morels are often dried or processed into products such as morel powder or preserved in oil. Drying morels is a common preservation method as it extends their shelf life while concentrating their flavor. The drying process involves removing moisture from the mushrooms without compromising their texture or taste, typically by air drying or dehydrating at low temperatures to retain their nutritional properties. Dried morels can then be rehydrated before use, making them a versatile ingredient in various culinary applications. Processing morels into powder or oil is another way to enhance their usability. Morel powder, made by grinding dried morels, is a potent seasoning that adds a rich, earthy flavor to dishes. Morel oil, created by infusing oil with morel extracts, captures the rich and earthy essence of the mushrooms. This flavorful oil can be used in various cooking techniques or added as a finishing touch to enhance the taste and aroma of a wide range of dishes. In 2023, the value of the morel mushroom market in China was estimated at over $50 million. This figure reflects the high demand and premium prices that morels command in the market. Fresh morels are typically sold to gourmet restaurants and high-end markets, while dried morels are popular among home cooks and food enthusiasts. In addition to traditional methods, research into morel cultivation has led to some innovative approaches. Some farmers are experimenting with growing morels indoors in climate-controlled environments. This method can provide more consistent results and allow for year-round production. Indoor cultivation also reduces the risk of pests and diseases, leading to higher quality yields. The indoor method involves creating a controlled environment where temperature, humidity, and light are carefully regulated. By simulating the natural conditions morels need, farmers can produce mushrooms that are just as flavorful and high quality as those grown outdoors. This method, although still in its experimental stages, shows promise for the future of morel farming. Next, let's explore foraging for wild morel mushrooms in forests that were burned the previous summer. One of the most consistent places to find wild morels is a forest that experienced a wildfire the previous summer. The nutrient-rich, disturbed soil creates an ideal environment for morels to thrive. Follow Luke and his sister Marita as they forage for these wild, valuable, and delicious mushrooms. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into the world of true morel mushrooms. We hope you enjoyed learning about the intricate process of growing, harvesting, and processing these unique fungi. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like and share this video if you found